On game 2? Correct me if I'm
Game 2,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, and then at that point, parang na-nullify. Parang hindi siya gaano, parang hindi natin gaano nakita yung lakas niya bilang isang chamber. And of course, we already saw the agent selection and he is going back sa kanyang Sage.
Okay. Well, you got the fast plant potential. You know, okay lang na hindi mag-jet yung kung sino man yung gustong kumuha ng Sage kasi you're supplementing yung fact na gusto mo mag-fast push. You have yung napakabilis na Sage wall na makapag-force ng fast plant para sa inyo. And hindi niya na kailangan ng entry frag at that point. Basta nakakuha na kayo ng spike plant because of the Sage wall. You therefore trade that away yung fast push potential into a more stable force in terms of like defending yung map control na pwede mong kunin. And that's what a lot of teams like Southwood Esports like to do if they don't want to run the jet. But this time, both teams will be running an entry duelist, which is in fact a jet. That fast push potential will be covered by these entry duelists. At makikita natin, bumalik sa comfort picks itong mga players ng looking for org. Si Exotic, nandun na ulit sa ating jet map. Si Zin na nag-jet pa rin, and it's a matchup to look out for. Kapag nandito pa rin tayo sa ating third game, ladies and gentlemen, makikita natin yung end of this best of 3 series with SR Nacague starting things strong on the attacking side. They got that control over the P-green side, but what about the yellow control?
Yes, and kung nakita naman natin starting things off, they already use itong owl drone to make sure that everything's clear, opting for Sin to make dire-diretso. To make dire-diretso. Yun na nga, no? Sending a message ngayon na open and clear ang kanilang lineups. And tulad nga ng sinabi mo, no, what we already predicted with backers on that Viper with the lineup, we already made sure na they covered it up. So sobrang suabe, sobrang smooth ang pagpasok nila dito. And they already got the flank.
Yeah, a plant, a first blood, and they got control of both yellow and green. What more can you ask for when you're on the attacking side? Ngayon, they can rely on the one-taps dito kay Zin para man lang ma-deny yung retake potential. And sure enough, they got 3 picks off of that beautiful pulse plant para sa SR Nacague. So Exotic at saka si Asta na lang ang natitira para sa LFO. Nagwi-whip yung shots galing dito kay Exotic, which ultimately will be the demise for the Jet. A flawless victory with a triple kill on top of that beautiful Sunday just to start things strong for SR Nacague.
Napakabilis ang nangyaring yun, no? Yung pag-gather nila ng information, the intel, after making sure na the site is clear, plan ka agad, goes on their position, making sure na wala nang makatalo sa kanilang angle takes or yung retakes, ika nga nila, hindi na nagawa ng LFO. And this might be the same story though what we saw from Breeze, and possibility for looking for or to activate themselves anytime if ever that they want to go online sa mga ganitong firefights. Pero dahil nga natalo sila sa unang round, less of a firepower ang makikita natin for LFO, and this might be another round for SR Nacague.
And they have 3 rifles. Pagpasok dito sa ating round, I believe I saw one of the Bulldogs and 2 Vandals already set up para dito kay Zen at saka kay Patman. So you know that they have confidence. They have firepower. What they can do though, against 4 people flanking them all the way from Big Green.
No.
And this is huge. Kapag nakaharap sila ng timing, baka makuha nila yung isa sa mga bull guns. Asta now starting off the round with the first blood dito kay Maxi. But Senior Colin Patman, they have the guns, they have the numbers, and they got the flanking players. 1 versus 3. Looking for org. They were looking for their opportunity para ma-flankan yung SR Nacague. But sure enough, they already knew where to look before they could cross this road. A 2-0 victory para sa SR Nacague.
And that's the point. Sinabi nga natin, 4 members lang. It will work or you're going to lose easy 4 members. That's so close. Kahit sabihin mong lumaban pa sila sa kahabaan ng B, hindi nila magagawang manalo with a classic. Yes, they were able to snag those wins, pero after 1 member dies, nag-turn ka agad sila, and mid matters already in a good spot to protect them if ever this jet from LFO wanted to push. So tinaas niya agad yung cortina, everyone turned in, making sure that they got those kills and finishing it all up with a clear round. Pero this time, they got the buy-ins para dito sa side ng LFO. This is the true testing kung kaya ba talaga nila i-storm up front itong B ng Icebox.
Yung problema nga lang do, early buy from the Vandal ang SR Nacague that translated well into this third round. Mas malakas yung paglaban nila sa buy round ng ating LFO, but clean. Galing dito kay Exotic after he got the kill from the yellow side. Quickly tailwinds on down towards safety. Slap them though, nahanap tong si Zen on top of the yellow box, which ultimately will give the numbers advantage dito sa looking for orgs. Slowly but surely, post plant will be confirmed. Looking for org though. They're looking for an opportunity para man lang makapasok dito sa retake scenario natin. Vanta Black with the kill onto Senior Call, but it matters. And he's chasing up 1-for-1 in the post plant. Asta to try to cut things off para kay Patman at Mid Matters. Although they have power in the post plant, you cannot cut off Asta when he's moving in onto the site.
Asta once again clutching the moment, making sure that they're going to have an early round para dito sa Icebox. 1-2 kaagad tayo sa ating opener. And yes, Zend already in a good spot. Sinubukan niyang tumayo doon sa yellows. Kaso, they had a hard time looking for the kill against Slatom. At yung ginawa ni Exotic, the exact moment that he dashed out after one kill.
Wait, did Vanta Black get a kill while he was being elevated from that wall?
It feels like, yes.
parang it's kind of weird. Parang nag-high ka bigla sa kaibigan mo sa elevator. Parang ang daming wrong pumps na ganun no?
Hello, goodbye, ganun. Pero at least ako yung kill kasi it was definitely change your crosser placement So, it's still a good one though.
You would expect you to be on top of the wall anyway. Who would expect somebody to kill somebody off of that range? Again, it's another taking this B-side push. Zind, who already gets shut down by Exotic before he could cover more ground. And Mid Matters, he's looking towards the kitchen area. He's looking to get another sandwich. Kaso Asta is able to shut him down immediately. The wall back to cut off yung kanilang insurance policy. And looking for org, looking more refined sa pag-organize ng kanilang defense dito sa Icebox map. A 5 versus 2, Vanta Black and Exotic, they're not scared of peeking any longer. They even use that upjack para man lang makapag-jump peek. And a triple for Exotic para sa buhay ni Maxi. I take that every single day of the week. A 2-2 starting strong para sa looking for org para makapagbawi against SR Nacague, who looked like they had their number in the opening rounds.
Yes, and it's time to make bawi, ika nga nila, di ba? Dahil looking for org every opening spots, and that play na ginawa dito na Exotic para malito si Maxi para sumabay sa pick dito ni Rababs. Although tumumba si Rababs, still it was a good sweep or good clean up para dito sa B side, and they're going to shake things up as the Kage might be going to A. And yun, Hunter's Fury kaagad.
As early as now. Ngayon, yung Hunter's Fury. Nandito na din yung Blade Storm ni Zind na nahanap yung headshot para dito sa Viper. A second, papunta kay Exotic. Dito mo malalaman na kahit ikaw lang sila, may chance pa rin ang ating player sa SR Nacague. Pero, dito pa rin yung reality for the situation. Yung rifles na pwede pa rin gamitin ng LFO singing towards the headshots. Kaya pa rin nilang i-resurrect yung mga fallen players nila. 4 versus 3. Vanta Black is back in the action. Maxi, he got the tap from that Marshall. Rababs though to trade it off 1-for-1 in the post plant. SR Nacague, they try to travel into this post plant right here. Maxi to bait out itong si Batman para man lang may shot siya dito. Statum to try to get the triple kill and successfully gonna get that post plant win. But a right click galing dito kay Maxi. 1v1, nakuha ni Vanta Black yung half. Pero walang time para to makapag-rotate si Maxi. Vanta Black got the full defuse. At si Maxi, he was pressured. Akala niya na-bait siya agad ni Vanta Black, pero nakuha niya yung buong defuse para sa panalo ng LFO.
Sinubukan niyang, yumuko siya. Sinayaw niya ang kanyang ulo para maiwasan yung bala ni,
Helicopter niya yung ulo niya pare para mag-dodge yung bullets.
I whip my hair back and forth. Si Vanta Black, and that was a good move entirely, no? And the decision making at yung moment na ginawa niyang half yung spike, he is fairly confident to finish yung defuse na yon. 3-2 tayo sa scoreboard. We are closing in. Napakainit ang laban natin despite of having it at Icebox. The weather forecast with the Blade Storm kumalma na ngayon dito. And starting things off as all members of SR Nacague will be entering itong B-site. Nano Swarm, Viper Spit, Hunter's Fury, nagkakahanap pa sila dito, snagging 2 members. But a headshot, nagtatamaan na kagad, may mawawala na kagad si SR Nacague and they are running low. Then, flying all around. Here comes the flank, here comes the kill. Exotic with a double kill. This might be it. And Zend, headshot.
Ay, bumalik agad sa mid itong si Exotic right after he got the flank on towards these players of SR Nacague. Alam niya na kailangang i-fortify yung defense dito sa B-site, but the operator is into play. Kaso nag-whip yung shot, but the last 2 players are still falling to Rababs and Statham. Just like that, man. That was one of their last 5 rounds. SR Nacague are forced to play another eco round. And LFO, yung kanilang adaptation into the round. Kita mo agad na Exotic, he wanted to play for more, but the discipline is showing, knowing that they needed more manpower doon sa may B-site itself. Kaya kinall off agad yung flank right after he got 2 picks. But if it wasn't Exotic right there, he would have gone for more from the backside as well.
Yeah, and 3 of the members will settle down on a pistol. You have a Classic and 2 Sheriff, while 2 members naman ng SR Nacague would still be going for the buy-ins dito ng Vandal and a Phantom. Pero si Sin, looking for picks lang sila dito. Senior Talas, love siya ng kitchen but slap him. Use the shotgun. Melee mode. Here comes the drone. Sino kaya pwede na picturean? Going into the tube. Meron siya may scan. Exotic was able to take down someone with the operator at tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo dito. With a double kill na magagaling dito kay Slatom with the Phantom. And here we go as Vanta is ready for anyone who's going to storm itong A site.
They're all ready for whatever assignments that they have to anchor. They all performed stellarly. Passing with flying colors, pero itong si Maxi, he's looking to put his hand very, very deep into the cookie jar. Gusto niya ng treat, gusto niya ng dessert, habang yung ibang mga players busog na sa kamatayan. Nanabas ng LFO. Si Vanta Black, ayun, nahanap na agad yung spike. Paplanta sana nitong si Maxi, pero iniwan agad si Mid Matters, who is in a very tight spot. Nandun ang swing ni Exotic gamit ng operator na kanina pa niyang hawak at walang contestment whatsoever from SR Nacague. So a 5-2, again, displaying their dominance all around this B site. And the fact that they also take picks before they can even move on forward meant na lagi silang magkasama and SR Nacague can't do a damn thing.
Yeah, it feels like SR Nacague is being read once again by looking for org, and they are well-oiled machine activated, looking for those plays. And even though that SR Nacague is shuffling different sites, even trying to take itong mid, hindi sila nakakakuha ng magandang conversion out of it. Yes, it was a good start sa kanilang 2-0 run along with the pistol and good buy-ins on the second round, pero it feels like iba na ang galaw ngayon ng looking for org and Nacague. They are paying the price for, let's say, for not entirely being in communication or in sync on what they want to do. Kasi nakakuha lang ng early pickoffs itong looking for org that the manpower is starting to lose para dito sa side ng Nacague.
I mean, remember when Zind flanked using his jet, right? Like, yung smokes pa lang niya, enough na yun para ma-nullify yung ating tripwire.
Yeah.
Or yung trademark na sinet up agad nitong si, I believe it is si Carl, no? Parang laging may chance yung itong si Exotic na makapag-flank every time that LFO would want him to go for the flank. Wala masyadong resistance para lang ma-start off ba lang yung ating momentum for LFO. And the fact that they are also stacking up a lot of their wins is a bad sign for SR Nacague. So they need to be clever this time around. Asta though, hindi niya na-expect yung shot galing kay Mid Matters. Sumilip, biglang nadukutan at bigla na lang nawalan ng buhay. A 1-for-1 trade pagpasok doon sa may B pa lang. slowly but surely, nakukuha yung pickups para sa SR Nacague. But what about this operator na kanina pa nagiging threat sa pag-push ng SR Nacague? Alam nila na kailangan nila maging careful, so Patman is just wiggling himself dito sa corner ng yellow box habang binabackupan din siya ni Senor Carl. You can hear the intensity. Nandun na yung Viper Wall na sinet up na kanina pa ni Mid Matters. Kaso, since napatay siya ni B-Black, eto na ang opportunity para makabawi ang members ng looking for Org with the shot from the operator in a 1 versus 2. Patman, 23 HP and the Dream. Kailangan niyang labanan pero nag-reload habang nag-swing na bigla si Exotic. What the hell is that timing? Sayang.
Oh no. 6-2 tayo sa ating scoreboard and a good operator play once again. Hindi man nila natapos yung plant na yon. Still, nakita natin yung lakas dito na Exotic sa kanyang jet and firing all cylinders with that operator, catching them off guard. At this point, SR Nacague needs something. They need that mental reset para makabawi sila dito as the snowball once again turning into avalanche, looking for Org, getting these easy wins at Icebox.
Ooh! Okay. Another case at timing na. I'm sorry nga pala if masyadong malakas yung hunters though, pero that was a really good shot.
I mean,
Acid though again elevating himself. This time around, para ma-surprise no si Sin, you got a little bit of space for Maxi to tuck in that objective secure. Asta is still on top of the wall and on top of 410, he's counting all the numbers para mautangan itong mga players ng SR Nacague. And slowly but surely, the walls just trying to delay as much as they can. SR Nacague don't have a free entry into the site and into the post-plant success. So SR Nacague, ano yung mangyayari? Nandito na yung recon. Alam nilang magko-commit pa rin sila. May time pa rin para mag-rotate pero pwedeng ma-cut off dahil doon sa angle ng setup ng ating Killjoy player. They have no choice but to try to contest against these three, but they also have to deal with the lockdown set up by looking for Org. Deal with as much players, but they got the flag coming in. The flick from Rababs, the got wallbang as well, and the triple kill to end it off cleanly para sa LFO. And if they were looking for Orgs, they gotta give as many opportunities to win this. Nandito na yung spotlight nasa kanila and they throw it right out of the gates.
Oh my goodness, LFO making sure na yung last plant na yon with the KJ ultimate, the lockdown, eyes on the site as he was able to take down 3 members. Yung in-out din dito ni Asta, although nasungkit nga siya ng 2d4s, pero yung Killjoy talaga yung pwesto dito ni Rababs, nagawa niyang i-push away yung ibang members to not protect their own plant, and at the same time that Sova was able to press already the defuse, kaya nagpanic na altogether ang Nacague and an easy kill from Rababs one after another. Ngayon, Hunter's Fury, gagamitin na nila dito as a good entry. Yes, a bit of a damage, but no execution. Senor Carl on top of those medals is Latom. Will take on Sind. No jet once again. Asta onto the side, but Patman is ready to go in and go hard. Is Latom? Wala nga lang siya masusungkit dito. Pero si Rababs na naman ang siyang makakakuha. Less person na naman tayo dito sa side ng Nacague. 3 versus 3. Struck dart. Wala pa rin namamatay. Dad Phenomena.
Ay, namatay agad si Senor Carl just as we called it.
Oh!
Itong Killjoy nga si Rababs, naka-triple kill, naka-swing na nga ng corner, nilabas ang classic, pero ang right-click mananalo kay Mid Matters. What the hell was that shot? And that's
Jumping
one hell of a
classic.
way para makapanalo ka. A jumping right-click, classic man lang para makuha yung triple kill ni Mid Matters. Kung sobrang close ng margin sa round na to, a Mid Matters swung the tides all around papunta sa favor ng SR Nacague. Sobrang close man lang, man. You just gotta give some credit to a lot of these boys from LFO, but they fell too deep into the well. Wala tuloy silang escape from the wrath of this Viper.
Grabe yung play na yun, no? And with that Viper talaga na nagawa silang surpresahin ni Mid Matters even for a classic, just to make sure that they got another round. Ito na nga yung sinasabi natin, no? Yung momentum pwede na mag-swing sa side nila. And Zen The Blade Storm looking for the opening. Pero si Vanta Black naka-red din siya for any trades. Pero Toxin is low. Pwede na natin makita ang Cortina na matanggal. Meron na rin tayong Viper Spit Double ulti ang pwede gawin dito ng looking for org. A lockdown and the Viper Spit. Habang may resurrection naman tayo makikita sa Nacague, pero wala pa rin nagiging careless, wala pa rin gustong mapusok, at wala pa rin tayo nakikitang usok for them to go in. At ayun, binato na at ginamit na. Pero may scan tayong nakikita. Yes, you have the wall. Rendezvous out muna dito Senior Carl. Viper Spit being committed. Pero Patchman, Hunter's Fury, harap-harapan at wala pa rin makukuha. Good res coming in from Macri. Black, headshot from Patman once again, but Sims sending his regards for Black na tumumba na.
Ay, natumba, namatay at nawala ng buhay. 3 versus 4 at ang SR Nacague. They have to make a decision. Na bigla na lang nag-fumble sa pag-plant ng spike at dahil dyan, bigla na lang nagkaroon ng tides ang mga players ng LFO as Latam he pushes into the break the eyes of SR Nacague and slowly but surely he's taking all of the picks here. A triple para kay Slatom at isa na lang quadra kill para sa ating Sova. With a good amount of cover habang si Zin na lang natitira for SR Nacague nag-dash into the wall! At ayun ang fumble na untog bigla si Zin! Nabukol ang kanyang ulo na 4K galing dito kay Slatom. A way to save the game para sa ating LFO, but they still have all of the chances in the world and they just cannot stop.
Oh my goodness, that one fail. Putting them even further back. 8 ang ating score sa side ng LFO and they are comfortable enough to take those crossfires. Ang tagal din ng trade na yun, no, nung nakita nating pagko-contemplate if they're going to push or not. And at the very last second, it was still LFO coming out on top. Yes, ang dami na rin nating na-commit na ultimate doon. But it wasn't still enough para sa Nacague na makuha yung kanilang 4th win. And mukhang tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo dito sa A site.
O, kung kanina, nasa even tayo. Ngayon, wala akong maisip na fun for Icebox.
Ace box.
Sa A. So, Ace box, pwede. Alright. You know what? At least that was clean from you. Pero, it wasn't clean from Maxi as he was caught off guard by Asta who pushes onto 410. Patman to trade it all off. A 2-for-1 at least. Phantom Black though, he's on top of the structure. He's not on top of the situation though as Patman. He's the one who counter-strafes into victory into a 3 versus 2. Vanta Black. He's still taking out the picture as Mid Matters. He's the one who uses that Viper Spit. He comes out of it. He finds Exotic on top of the structure. He even finds Slatom in the process here. A 2 versus 1. Up to Rababs kanina. He was the prime factor. He has to clutch it now. The kill onto Patman. That's a 1 versus 1. Nahanap bigla ni Mid Matters who comes out of the smoke and gives him the biggest paymaker into the 8-4. And LFO, they were looking for wins but they got a hammering Viper out of that exchange.
Again, napag-usapan na natin to kanina and repeatedly discussed that etong disgusting play ni Mid Matters, making sure that this Viper is causing havoc across the map. We saw kung paano niya nilinis. And yes, andito si Rababs. Alam naman natin na isa siya sa mga pinaka-clutch maker pagdating dito sa team ng LFO. Pero syempre, that's Mid Matters. You gotta respect the Viper. And definitely delivering the last blow for a half of their score being delivered at their place. Pero still, they still have 4 rounds para lang makabawi or be on par with LFO, as LFO still got the last 5 points that they need to close this map and win the series.
Ito yung hinahanap ko sa Mineski VxV. Hindi yung hindi yung close games, hindi yung mga clutches na napakainit, na nagpapainit sa ating laban. Yung tech pause yung hinahanap ko. Kanina pa nagiging smooth yung ating tournament eh. Wala masyadong tech pause, wala masyadong tactical pauses. Nandito na. Nandito na ang tech pause na kanina pa nating hinihintay. At kung ngayon magsisimula, mamaya dire-diretso na yan.
Ayun na nga, 'di ba? Naku, sabi ko naman sa'yo na pagsabihan ni Prodigy na wag mo oo nga naman kasi, bakit ka ba naghahanap ng wala, Dantemi na? Pagka wala, ibig sabihin wala sila dito. Wag mo nang hanapin.
Hayaan na lang.
Oo.
Hayaan na lang eh, no? Wala eh. Parang, I was expecting na ano, what could make Mineski VxV, no? Not only will you expect top tier competition, pero yung technical pause na lagi nating nakikita, diba? At this point in time, at least hindi siya as matagal as before. This time around, it's as smooth sailing para sa LFO as they start things strong sa pag-push doon sa may A site habang nagtatry na mag-flank itong mga players ng SR Nacague. Naku po, agad-agad na shutdown dahil doon sa awareness nito pa lang ng LFO.
Yes, and LFO right now might be reading it really bad dahil mukhang talagang ito na yung pinaka-easy way out nila. 3 members being left out. Senior Card was able to snag itong si Asta. Tamang pwesto lang onto the sides, pero Vanta Black. Makakapag-plant na sila dito. Camp the Sage Wall, added protection, pero Senior Card is ready to fight anyone who's going to pick dito sa kanyang left side.
At nakuha din niya yung isa mga first kills na dito sa ating post-plant mga kaibigan. Senior Carl Maxi fighting back with everything that they got dito sa post-plant natin. 3 picks, gawin nating 4 dahil napaka-generous naman nitong si Vanta Black. A 1 versus 3 with Mid Matters trying to be as much of a pest as he can dito kay Slatom, who also falls into another round win for SR Nacague. Kung kanina pang makulit si Mid Matters, nakita nyo mga kaibigan kung gaano siya kakulit.
Grabe yung kulit talaga dito ni Mid Matters, no? Nakagawa pa nilang kumuha ng isa pang points and we are on an 8-5. Mukhang mapapako ng LFO as we can see that SR Nacague, kahit sabihin natin no, na they had a bad start nito sa pistol round, 2 members out, nagawa pa rin nilang slowly but surely na ubusin yung member ng looking for org.
Man, I mean, slow calculation sometimes can win the race ngayon eh. For SR Nacague, retake nila na mas malinis dahil naging scattered yung LFO sa pagkuha ng map control. Now this time, sama-sama, hawak kamay para man lang makuha yung first blood dito. Maxi, kasama netong si Zind para makuha yung patay doon sa may nest. Eto, 1 tap galing kay Zind at hindi pa siya tapos. Si Maxi na nag-exchange ng blows doon sa may belt. Si Slatom pumasok kahit taka-classic. Walang takot-takot. Pasok lang kung pasok. Kung ikaw si Sova, 1 versus 3 dahil kinain na agad ni Senior Carl tong si Exotic. At si Slatom pa rin ang star of the show. A triple kill. Konti na lang ace na niya para makuha yung clutch na ito. Pero sa double pick na ginawa ng SR Nacague, na shutdown yung dreams natin para sa LFO. That would have been a good attempt para kay Slatom, pero still stands na meron pa rin tayong win para sa SR Nacague.
Yes, and eto na, slowly but surely, going back tayo, nakakabangon na ang api na Nacague. And at the same time, nakita rin natin yung proper execution na ginawa ngayon dito ng looking for Ord. At some point, they are on the upper hand. Tulad ng sinabi mo, yung pasok ni Sova with the classic, hindi niya kailangan problemahin yung Slatom being the star of the round. Kaso wasn't enough kasi nga double pick body system. Kailangan mo lang ng good lineup kung gusto mo man manalo sa ganun trade. Pero definitely not the best one for Slatom to have with. So ngayon, Nacague, they are getting themselves comfy sa magkakasunod na panalo.
Masyadong comfy daw kasi ngayon nag-stack na sila ng 2 doon sa may big green. Wala doon yung focus, wala dito yung looking for org. Nag-read na agad at namatay bigla si Asta pagkatapos niya buksan yung pinto. Just as quickly as that, ito yung isa mga problema ni Chamber. Napakadali na makakuha ng patay at hindi ka matitrade dahil wala na siya agad sa area na iyon. Rendezvous out as quickly as that. Senior Carl again with another first blood to boot. Slowly calming themselves to try to at least get that triple flag. But Zin, that's another 1 tap to play. A second from Maxi. And they're spraying on down. Vanta Black, the only man alive, but he's not alive for any much longer. A double kill for Vanta Black. But that's all he's gonna get as SR Nacague get a 7th round, stacking every single round para makaka-comeback against looking for org.
And ito na nga yung comeback na sinasabi natin. Kung kanina, dire-diretsong score ng looking for org as an attacker. This time, it's SR Nacague who's repeatedly going at it. They're defending spots. One tap, one after another. Senior Carl on his Bulldog. Talagang nagawa nilang i-fend off yung lakas dito ng looking for org. Good pickup, pero this time, it's looking for org's time para mag-isip-isip, para pigilan yung momentum ni Nacague.
Takpos para sa ating looking for org players.
Okay
And
na yan.
understandably so, kasi kailangan nilang i-reset nga yung sarili nila. You do have to consider na ang ganda ng timing din ng SR Nacague. As long as they got that push doon, palabas ng screens pa lang, nandun din yung pull ng trigger para makakanta ang mga sheriff natin from the backline as well. So, good timing for SR Nacague, and it was fruitful. They got the reward set up, a 7th round win doon sa kanilang bonus round. At kapag naulit tuloy dito sa ating next round, they're gonna equalize against looking for org who had a strong start. That's 3 rounds in a row sa second half pa lang natin.
Yes, and at the same time, no, yung nakita nating lakas ng LFO, it feels like may inconsistency nung sila na yung sabihin na natin, nung sila na yung uma-attack ngayon dito. Kung kanina, sila yung comfortable on defending their spots. Parang ngayon, mas nababasa ng Nacague yung pwede nilang ikilos. And at the same time, yung mga setups nila isn't looking really crisp. Para, dahil, andali, basagin ng Nacague, no? Yung mga points and angles na kinukuha nila dito is highly vulnerable para sa side ng LFO.
Sobrang lapit na nun. Mamatay sana tong si Maxi. Si Maxi para... he wanted to go for the wall. Malimit man lang yung rotation dun sa mid.
Okay.
Slowly will be the focus on the A side. Konti na lang. Good dash galing dito kay Exotic. At least he shakes out one of the utility from the chamber. When in response to that, they got the plant. They got to trade it off 1-for-1. So playing on the time of LFO, SR Nacague are forced to play on the retake scenario. Rifles ang mga members across the board dito for SR Nacague. So no problem. Kaya nilang labanan ang mga naki-eco lang para sa ating mga players on LFO. Even resurrect itong si Patman back from the dead. At si Zin papasok na. Na one tap galing doon sa may default. Si Asta ang kukuha ng patay into the post plant eco. A second from Asta. He's not done with the sheriff whatsoever, and they haven't even cleared this corner. A triple for Asta, but a triple for Patman. Pang counter man lang sa LFO with SR Nacague equalizing the number of round wins.
We are sitting on an 8-8. Akala mo nasa sale dahil napakabenta. Masyadong mabenta yung bakbakan natin dito. Back and forth nung unang map. This time nakita na natin ngayon na may capability sila on those reverse plays completely. Yung snowball ngayon na dala ng looking for or naging snowman. Naging yellow na lang talaga ng tuluyan dahil SR Nacague. They were able to halt or stop the bleeding onto their side and made sure that they're getting those easy wins, easy rounds, and it's all piling up. Zin, medyo marami siya pwedeng kakaharapan dito pero wala na yung drone. Okay, so they have the information. Daming tago lang sa kable. At ayun, iiskanin nga siya at mukhang makinis pa rin siya ni Asta. We have the revive coming in from Slatov at Hunter's Fury. Marami ba siyang masunsong kit dito? Fair damage, but still, we still have 5 members sa side ng looking for org.
It's considerable dahil now they know na magko-commit pa rin sila dito sa may B-green. Kailangan maging careful yung nag-hold ng yellow. Kung gusto niyang i-pick to, ang dami niyang makakalaban. Kaya kung si Exotic, siya yung magiging first point of contact if ever that mid matters, tries to push too far. He even gave away one of the picks ngayon but traded off immediately a 1-for-1 dahil si Vanta Black masyado siyang napabilis doon sa pag-push doon sa mid-side itself. So Maxi trying to hold the crossfire dito with mid-matters, kaso na taken off of the picture agad si mid-matters dahil sa pag-push nitong Killjoy. Exotic to follow it up with another, a wallbang headshot into to respond to this. Batman kahit na lockdown agad, bigla na lang papasok ang ating mga players from LFO pero ginamit siya as bait as Senior Carl enters the battlefield. Kaso nawala agad yung kanyang tour de force and a triple for Rababs to get the momentum shift into the LFO's way.
Ito na, ito na yung sagutan na inaantay natin. Dad Femina, as we saw, SR Nacague executed very well yung kanilang pag-defend dito. But looking for Org with the lockdown, the efficient lockdown, no? Considerably maganda yung ginawa ni Sindon as he was able to catch yung ibang members ng LFO, even yung ating mid control. Kaso that lockdown once again changed their pace. At that point, it was a bait out para ma-expose yung ating chamber and paid the price alongside with itong other members ng SR Nacague. Oh, okay. Paying it back.
Nandun pa rin naman yung rendezvous. Pero bait lang yun. May pangalawa dun sa corner. Si Mid Matters na nag-spray at nahanap si Slatom. That was more than enough for them. They got the 2-for-1. Also got the blue, but only having 3 players ngayon. They spray papunta doon si Yellow at na-limit na din movement ng ating players. Nilabas ang kanyang barrier orb, kaso wala, hindi na-expect yung pag-push nitong si Senior Carl. And with the spray like that, you cannot contest Yellow cause Chamber is just waiting for you. God.
This game, we are losing our minds. With that barrier supposedly going down for added extra layer of protection, pero si Mid Matters, yung moment na yun, akala nila it was clear, always check your corners. And even Senior Carl was able to snag these 3 wins, making sure na hindi sila lalayo, hindi na naman magpa-pile up yung panalo ng looking for Orb. Pero Blade Storm mula kay Exotic, they are storming away itong A site. Going to stop for a bit. Tamang buwelo lang muna. Lumipad na kaagad siya dito pero meron tayong kortina. Tsaka itong wall para maprotektahan. Or not an easy push coming in from LFO.
Oh God. SR Nacague, they're just right on the A side as fast as they can. Ang bilis ng response, agad-agad kahit nag-iisa man lang kung si Senior Carl. The response from the rest of the members of SR Nacague is just too quick. Just like that, they already contested them. Kahit nakaiko man lang, alam nila that they give away this much space over to LFO and they can cheese them in the short range angle. Isa lang yung vandal na meron dito sa ating attacking side, si Slatom. Ayan na naman tayo. Meron na naman tayong 2 versus 3 na pwede maging winnable dahil sa nag-iisang vandal. But then he decides to use that Blade Storm. Maybe he can one-tap over towards the Sova. Only man who has the Vandal dito sa ating 2 versus 3. But still, he is slow as patient as possible. But that slow play, it's punishing them. The one tap from Zen, it was just inevitable at this point na matalo ang looking for Org as SR Nacague again falls with their numbers.
SR Nacague, they have the available resources to win another round. It was a good poison cloud na para makabuelo ng tago dito yung ibang members. And Senior Carl, upon breaking the barrier, breaks the face ni Asta and Sind, of course, with his confident play na nakakuha siya ng easy headshot. You have Viper Spit that can be set up. Actually, parehas, no? Both opposing side, meron na kagad sila naka-reading Viper Spit! Oh my God! Stop ka muna, Asta, as you need to sit down. But Senior Carl will be also going down and calm down. Dahil is out for the count. Yes, they're not going to heavily storm A. They are just expressing an interest that they wanted to go in. Pero mukhang mid to B ang kanilang next call. Pero nag-rotate na rin naman na yung ibang members dito ng SR Nacague.
Parang nag-slide lang sa DMs tapos nag-say lang ng hi. Tapos hindi na nag-elaborate pagkatapos. Yung kung sino nagsabi ng hi, kahit hindi siya na-replyan, siya rin yung nag-ghost. Sinabi niya sa mga tropa niya. Diba? Yun yung parang nangyari na lang dito sa round na ito. Naglabas ng presensya, nagsabi na lang na nandito tayo pero hindi pala. Kaya nag-pull na lang ng rotation and maybe go back. asa na lang dun sa pag-push nila dito. So, SR Nacague, ano yung magiging response natin? Si Zind na nagpa-flank gamit ng operator. Kaso, nako, yung garage, hindi pa secured ng SR Nacague. Si Slatom, munti ka na mapatay galing dito
Teka, ang
sa
dami nito,
operator. But SR Nacague, kanina pang
para mga
nag-iintay itong si
langgam.
Maxi. Mukhang makakapagpasok pa
Oy!
dito ng mga players ng LFO. Ayan, first blood dito kay Exotic. Nag-swing ng corner. Itong si Slatom, kanina pa niyang hinahanap ang operator galing dito kay Zind. Pero sa patience play na nilalabas ng LFO ay mukhang mapapunish pa nga sila dito. SR Nacague forcing a 3 versus 2. LFO, they're losing out on timing. Now relying on Rababs with this lockdown and the frag onto mid matters. A 1 versus 2. Wala siyang time para tumakbo palabas ng lockdown. At Batman, bigla-bigla na lang siyang mapapatay ng wala sa oras kung gusto nilang i-push itong Soba pero binigyan na lang siya ng space. Pwede pang makapasok itong si Batman para ma-retake clutch itong 1v2. At Batman, wag na wag mong ibibigay yung round kung gusto mo manalo ito pero binigay na lang niya. Alam niya na nandun yung operator sa mid. Exit frags na lang ba?
So
Now with yung shot, he's down to
close.
13 HP. That's all that he's gonna get.
Meron siyang take out na operator pero wasn't really able to take down the Sova ng LFO. Had a hard time para makapush sila dito. Good opener coming in from Zind. Pero dahil nga nagdahan-dahan ang looking for org and with that drop na nakita natin kay Zind, kung hindi, dun sa ating isang member pa, kung hindi man siya nahuli at that point, no, pwede niya pa makuha yung ibang members. Pero dahil nga, he already dropped, have the damage already, he is bound to die. And at that point, looking for Ord is still playing equally against SR Nacague. Zind for the flank, pero may naka-ready kasi tayong turret dito, but other members are going push A. Pumilip na rin ang ating drone. So Slathom, good amount of information. Sisimulan na ba nila ibahin ang sitwasyon?
Oh, lineup! Oh my God!
Nila.
By one take one na naman. Nag-audition ang ating mga kaibigan sa LFO. Nagbigay na naman ng 2 pick sa isang bullet lang para dito sa ating speaking off to the corner, nakita na yung suspect sa buy one take one at si Maxi nakatatlo pa nga. Hindi pa siya tapos, pumasok siya sa loob ng A-site pero napatay siya ni Rababs na na-trade na biglaan ni Zind para makuha yung 11 to 10 at sa sobrang close ng laban na to, expect SR Nacague na makapag-perform under pressure. But can you say the same para sa LFO na nag-fumble sa double pick na ginawa nila doon sa 410 that resulted in a buy one take one special?
At this point, it can be anyone's game dahil nga sobrang back and forth nung palitan natin. Up to the point na hindi na natin ma-distinguish if meron pa bang nag-ride sa momentum kasi ano sila eh, they're playing in back against the wall and then napauwo na lang sila tapos it's time to shine, sabi nila, and definitely they're getting those kills one after another. Slatom headshot para tumumba si Sin, but they got the revive. Hunter's Fury, kakalitin na nila pero wala yan at napamaantaran din na Chinek. Yung spawn to Mackie will be taken down na isang classic and up close doon sa cloud burst, bursting out yung ulo or HP doon ng isang member ng Nacague. This is a 3 versus 4 at si Zind is on the red line. Tingnan natin kung kakayanin pa rin ba nilang ipanalo to mid matters on B. They know, they got the information. Poison Cloud, one-way smoke. Pwede medyo ma-expose ang ibang members dito. At nagkapalitan lang. Mas gusto nila is-save yung good rifle kasi nga, red line na dito yung isang tropa natin. So, might be a losing factor once na tumumba siya and not having the best gun into the game.
You cannot push when you're on the buy run and you know na naka-eco lang yung kalaban mong attacking side kasi nagbibigay ka ng guns and you give away a few rifles over to looking for org. They're gonna use that to their fullest potential ngayon. Senior Carl, nasa kanila na ang responsibility. Nakuha niya yung shot pero si Slatom siya yung magso-surprise kay Senior Carl and the former champion will fall. The belt will come out of his waist. Matters. Naku, nakaharap ng timing kay Vanta Black. Nakuha niya yung kill doon sa post plant natin. 33 HP and a dream with the wallbang headshot. A double kill para kay Mid Matters. Pero at the end of the day, it's nighttime. 50 win para sa LFO. You gotta make a wish, Osiris, dahil both of these teams, they do not want to give an inch.
Exactly. No one is leaving any those kinds of easy openings. Nakita rin naman natin sa mid na it might be an costly death and even a res. And I think yun yung isa sa kailangan nila i-consider, yung mga ganung careless na play. Yes, you want to take them or surprise them, shock them, overwhelm them with any of your utilities or surprising dashes. Kaso, Zind, you are needed by the team and you're not getting those good conversions sa mid and you might be going down again dito sa tube by Vanta Black is manning up and making sure na walang makakatawid dito sa mid.
Ako. Wag sana masamid sa mid. Yung ganun, bigyan mo ng tubig. Diba?
Nako, yun na nga.
Hindi naman siya masamid. Pero para sa SR Nacague, they also have to consider na they could be facing up against 3 guns or at least one. Vanta Black, there's the impact frag from Zind. Something that you can expect from Zind talaga, returning the favor from one of the previous rounds.
You will not kill
So
my
they
ally.
know that they can prioritize that push over towards Ace site. They got the wall up, the Hunter's Fury, nilabas na agad department para man lang malimit yung pag-push doon sa may A site itself. They never ever even setting foot doon sa may B site as long as they have the will to push on towards A. Kaya pa rin nilang i-overwhelm yung wall at saka ang mga players ng SR Nacague. Si Zind, meron siyang 6 sense. Naamoy niya yung isa mga players doon sa mid. Pero the action is happening doon sa may A side. Maxi, a good shot for B Black. Nahanap na agad yung trade. The 1-for-1. Zind and Mid Matters. They got 2 picks. Pagpasok pa lang doon sa may 410. Zind to try. Flush it all up para man lang makuha yung Blade Storm victory. Pero si Rababs na nakuha ng 1 versus 3 scenario. The triple kill para kay Rababs. And with 10 seconds, 7, para man lang makuha yung objective, wala silang time. Naglagpasan na tuloy bigla. Si Rababs, tumaba ng spike dito. At yun na lang, wala siyang ibang choice kundi makuha yung ating objective. Pero wala siyang time. Si Mid Matters yung tatapos sa kanya. At 12-11, slowly, one more win para makuha ng SR Nacague yung magiging victory into this best of 3.
Exactly. One more win. And with the back and forth, this is only the time that we saw the gap na ginawa nila dito. SR Nacague, is it gonna be them who's going to take this game as looking for org? They're running in close. Ito, nakita rin natin yung last moment na yun. If ever na na-drop man yung spike na yun, it will be a lot of pressure para sa side ng SR Nacague, but they are sitting on a 12. This is a huge surprise from LFO and Mappy with the wall bang plus the headshot. And we are receiving a lot of damage, but the stinger play, wala na kagad si Sin. Here comes the lockdown. Kailangan muna nila lumabas dito. As it may sound, ngayon, si Patman ang makakasungkit kay Asta.
Ayun, nakuha din nila yung lockdown. Wala masyadong resistance yung SR Nacague kasi they can just retake as 4. And they also have a very late flank coming out from the Viper as well. Mid Matters and Maxi shutting down si Rababs at saka si Exotic. Tapos na ang laban na ito. And as the dust settles, SR Nacague lang ang nakapanalo dito sa ating best of 3. It's a 2-1 victory against Looking for Org. And if they were looking for an organization, they should also look for their win dito. As SR Nacague, they prove time and time again off the back of the helm, the leadership of Senior Carl. Now that's the right formula, adding more aggression as well as brains into the operation. And ultimately will result into their favorable. Ngayon na ang time ng SR Nacague.
Yeah, and we saw kung gaano rin ka-close itong Looking for Org. Pero the dream is still alive to run at the lower bracket. Pero sitting comfy at top, SR Nacague. Whew, what a match that Femina. We are expecting a 2-0 possible landslide win. Pero we saw the back and forth, we saw both capabilities, and we saw how good Mineski VxV.
Yeah, I mean,
Except
Mineski
technical
VxV
falls.
just Except the technical pauses, right? Hindi naman kasalanan ng Mineski VxV yun. Talagang, you know,
Pero sabi mo
yung smoothness
nandun siya
ng everything. Yeah, sa bagay, you just can expect it time and time after time nga naman. Pero para sa sitwasyon ng ating best of 3, we just have a lot na pwede nating himay-himayin, no?
The stories.
Why don't we start with a few more storylines, diba?
Yeah.
Coming into this matchup, we had doubts on how LFO can perform against SR Nacague. Pero we were proven wrong, especially pagdating doon sa may first game pa lang. Nakita na agad yung difference doon sa may bind map. Pero pagdating doon sa may second na third game, nako, ang